What is up, y'all? And happy Nintendo Switch 2 presentation day. Oh my gosh. There were so many exciting things throughout that entire presentation, and I want to cover it all, but I need more time to analyze everything. But one thing that I do want to cover today is the new Mario Kart and all these new seemingly playable characters entering the series. And they're pretty wacky. So let's dive right in. So I think the best way to start on this list is to just go through all of the Mario Kart World footage that was shown and just pretty much point out all the characters as they go by. So pausing on this frame here, you can see three new characters. You can see the Hammer Bro, Nabbit, and Goomba. Now I do have to mention that Hammer Bro and Nabbit were introduced into the Mario Kart series in Mario Kart Tour. The only reason why I'm including them on this list is because I know that not a lot of people played Mario Kart Tour, so this might be new for them. Now, of course, we have to mention the obvious surprise character to the Mario Kart series, Moo Moo, who is actually a obstacle that was first featured in Mario Kart 64. And you can see here we have Moo Moo, and the cart of choice is a radio motorcycle. so definitely an interesting choice. I told you these were going to be wacky. So here's a little bit of a close-up for the Hammer Bro. And you can see in this still here that he has a hammer item, and he's actually throwing them at the other racers, which is pretty cool. So in this frame here, there are two more characters. You see Snowman here, which is absolutely crazy. This is actually not Mr. Blizzard, as Mr. Blizzard does look slightly different. This is in fact just Snowman. And there's also, you can see up here, Charging Chuck. I do have to point out again that Charging Chuck is actually a returning character from Mario Kart Tour. But like I said, I know not everyone has played Mario Kart Tour, so I just felt like I needed to include him on this list. And here we can get a better view of the Charging Chuck character. Gosh, and these are just so wacky, but here you can see right behind Daisy getting hit by the megaphone is actually an enemy called Cataquack, which was an enemy in Super Mario Sunshine. Now this is the still that broke me. You can see in this picture there are so many new characters here. Starting on the left, you can actually see Stingbee, who was first introduced in Super Mario 3D Land, one of my favorite games of all time. Right next to Stingbee, you can actually see, I believe the official name of this enemy is Sidestepper from the original Mario Bros. From the '83 Mario Bros. The crab enemy. To the top left of the Sidestepper, you can see Monty Mole. If you look to the right of Monty Mole, you can actually see the penguin, which I believe was first introduced in Super Mario 64. You know, the mission where you have to either race the penguin or rescue the baby penguin. Classic. Right next to the penguin, you can actually see Spike, who is an enemy that throws up these spiky metal balls and throws them at you. Now this character is a character that I feel like no one has seen for some reason. It's actually to the right of Spike. In that cart is actually a Swooper, a bat enemy. So right here between who I'm pretty sure is Luigi and Bowser, you can actually see Para Biddybud, who I know from Super Mario 3D Land. And of course you have Nabbit on the right side. And this is a better still showing Monty Mole, Penguin, Spike, and Swooper. And you can actually see Spike throwing up the spike ball right now. But trust me, it gets weirder than that. The freeze frame here, you can actually see Pokey, who is now a seemingly playable character. And in this next frame, you can see Pokey from the front, right there. And you can also see Stingbee on the left side. Now here is where you see one of the wacky, super wacky characters. You see that character there? That is actually Fishbones, one of the underwater dry bones enemies. It is a fish. It's a fish. It's crazy. And here you can see a better shot. Right there. Fish bones. Wow. Oh look, I didn't even see Cataquack was right there in front of me. On this freeze frame, you can see a clear image of Pianta, which is the name of one of the inhabitants of the Delfino Islands from Super Mario Sunshine. If you look here, between the red Yoshi and the Bullet Bill, you can actually see a ghost character. This is actually called a Peepa, which is also from Super Mario 3D Land. Following along with the addition of the Fishbone character, you can see on the right side here is actually a dolphin. I believe they're actually just called Dolphin in the Mario series. So there we go. We have another aquatic character that is playable. Now there are actually 2 more characters that I am positive no one else has found except for me. These 2 characters were very well hidden, even less so than the swooper that you could see early on in the trailer. So for this one, we're actually going to have to head over to the Nintendo Switch 2 overview trailer. And if you go all the way to the end, over to the 5-minute 26-second mark, you can see the Mario Kart gameplay on the screen in the background. Well, if you actually freeze it in the right spot, and it's really hard, it was really hard for me to do, you can see that there's this little green character here. Now this, I can almost with certainty say that this is Coin Coffer, which is an enemy from, once again, from Super Mario 3D Land. If I remember correctly, once you ground pound on this enemy, he spits out a whole bunch of coins that you can pick up. But so that is definitely a character that is super well hidden, and I am almost positive no one else has seen this character. And then the next one gets even crazier, because the only footage of this next character is on Nintendo's website on the Mario Kart World homepage. So if you scroll down to this section here with the picture of Bowser Jr., the video that's playing on that section, you can actually see another character. And that character is none other than Rocky Wrench. You can see him here with his iconic manhole cover on his head. Now, at first, I thought this was just a Monty Mole outfit, since there are outfits in this game. But if you look closer, there's a shell on his back. And if you look at all of the art for Rocky Wrench, you find that it, 1, looks like a whole different character, and 2, does have that shell on his back. So that is the last character, and I'm almost certain that I am one of the only people that has pointed this out. And that does it for all of the characters that we see throughout all of the footage for Mario Kart World. And like I said, there are some wacky characters, and it seemed like every time that I went to go view more Mario Kart World footage, I would just find another character. So it just became so much, I was like, I had to make a video because there were actually a few that I feel like no one else has seen. So what do you think of this character list? Were there any characters that you think I missed or that you were surprised by? If so, let me know down below. And also, let me know if there are any characters you would like to see in Mario Kart World, because apparently the gloves are off on this one. Anyone's on the table. If we can have a dolphin and fish bones, then I feel like anyone could be here. So let me know down below. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a great night, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.